march of integrity. She and her friends, they come aboard, sing and join the fun. Raise the anchor and fly the flag. Ahoy, we say as we start our day. Greet your mate with a secret shake, and we will sail along. Greet your mate with a secret shake, and we will sail along. Come aboard and meet the crew. Long John Slippers and Beatrix too. Always learning as we go, while our friendships grow. Raise the anchor and fly the flag. Ahoy, we say as we start our day. Greet your mate with a secret shake, and we will sail along. Greet your mate with a secret shake, and we will sail along. Ahoy!
Hello, my name is Pirate Penelope, and I'm so glad you decided to join us today for our Back to School special. You're going to learn a lot, you're going to laugh a lot, and you're going to enjoy seeing your friends share their thoughts on starting the year out right. So let's do that and set your sails in the right direction with Pirate Penelope and friends. Let's start out with our motto. A person's
True character is determined by the promises he keeps, the choices he makes, the actions he takes.
Hello and welcome to Family Feud, Animal Edition. I'm Matt Mark and I'm the host of the special edition of the Family Feud. Let's meet the NLEF family, which stands for No Longer Endangered Friends. And your name is?
My name is Stanley the Siberian Tiger. I'm the biggest cat in the world, native to Russia, China to Korea. I was heavily hunted in the mid-1940s. Not cool. But in my country of Russia, my family's numbers are steadily rising. Thank you, my Russian comrades.
That's so good to hear. And your name?
I'm Sunny the panda. Things were pretty bad for my ancestors some 50 years ago. Not very nice people wanted our beautiful coats for people's coats. How wrong. The Chinese government began to crack down, and although there are still just 2,000 pandas in the world, the numbers are steadily increasing. That's really great news.
Everyone loves pandas, that's for sure. Happy ending to the story. And your name?
Hi, I'm Beatrice, the parrot aboard Pirate Penelope's pirate ship, the SS Integrity. Although my species of pirate ship parrot is not endangered, there's still some black market trade in rare parrots. So I say we stop this now and make them walk the plank.
Oh, I like your enthusiasm, Beatrice. Just make sure they have their life jackets on. And who do we have here?
My name is Allie, the American alligator. I know it seems silly that there are so many alligators in the United States alone, often turning up in backyards in sunny Florida. But once upon a time, we were in the verge of extinction. Everyone wanted alligator shoes, jackets, and bags. In the 1960s, we were added to the endangered species list, and by 1987, we were declared fully recovered.
That's some amazing stories, and I'm sure that you guys are going to make great competitors for today's competition. Let's meet the CEA. That would be the critically endangered animals. First, the black rhinoceros. Oh my. Well, let's go to the second member of the CEA. The western lowland gorilla. Okay. Let's keep going. The Sumatran elephant. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Okay, our final competitor, radiated tortoise. Well, although it seems that we're going to end on a sad note, the truth is that there are several organizations that we can help to stop the extinction of animals, that our world would not be the same without. My challenge to you is to research, read, and learn, and join the global move. As you know, I'm not Matt Mark. I'm Mr. Vogel from Towanda Elementary School. I wanted to share some more good thoughts on how we can make our school year a successful one for you, for your fellow classmates, for your teachers, and for the rest of your school community. Always work hard and try your best. Look for ways to get involved and to be an active participant in your own learning. Take advantages of opportunities that are given to you. We all have talents to share, so choose to share them. We have two things at Towanda Elementary that we usually say, two phrases, and they are, do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, and number two, good things happen to good people. Don't be afraid to take risks. Learn from your experiences to make yourself and the others around you better. The Bulldog family and I want to wish you an awesome upcoming school year.
The word extinct means the species is no longer alive. Some species are close to becoming extinct. They are endangered. Scientists watch endangered animals closely so they will not become extinct. Right now, scientists are trying to save the sea turtle, the brown spider monkey, the golden toad, and many other species. Sometimes a species dies in one area, but the species continues to survive and often thrive in another area. This is called extirpation, or extinction in one place. The black rhinoceros is an example of extirpation. This rhino no longer lives in most parts of Asia, but some black rhinos are seen in India and Africa.
The eastern cougar lived east of the Mississippi River until the year 1900. After that, it was gone. Today, few cougars live in a protected part of Florida.
Extinction can happen in one place or in many places. Sometimes animals die out when people take over land and animals can no longer feed themselves.
Big events such as wars, fires, or floods can kill species too. A huge event called the Great Dying happened 250 million years ago. Scientists report that a volcano in Russia sent poisoned gas into the air. 90% of all living species on Earth died. Those animals will never come back.
Climate change also causes extinction. Burning fossil fuels creates carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gets trapped in the atmosphere, which over time makes the temperatures of the oceans rise.
One result of this process, called global warming, is the slow but steady rise in the average temperature of Earth. Rising temperatures affect wildlife habitats, most often in negative ways. Global warming can cause a change in rainfall. Too much or too little rain can be a problem for animals. The warming oceans may hurt sea life habitats. Some animals need the water to be cold to swim and hunt for food. Too much fishing or hunting are reasons that species become extinct. Wild animals are shot for food, for sport, or to protect property. The gray wolf is one example. Ranchers hunted down this animal to protect their livestock from wolf attacks. Wolves today are protected in some areas, but they are still endangered. Very few remain in the wild.
Should we care if some animals become extinct? Species come and go as a natural part of life. But yes, we should care. Many animals are close to extinction and no other species can ever take their place.
All animal and plant species play an important part in an ecosystem. As animals eat plants, they scatter seeds that take root and become new plants.
Native species can go extinct when invasive species take over the habitats.
Hello friends, I am in a child care class at Normal Community High School, and I had to come up with a project that would not only teach, but also entertain. Well, the two actors I found are quite entertaining, and after attending my 6-year-old twin cousin's birthday party, I decided my project would be about party manners. Believe me, I got all my research from that 2-hour party with 24 kids in attendance. To help me, I introduce you to Skylar and Kyla. First, girls, each of you tell me what are the most important things that you have to have at a birthday party.
Balloons,
People,
presents,
a
cake. You need a dance floor, lots
You
of
need
friends, a disco ball,
cake, friends, and presents, and a lot of fun stuff.
and you need a table for all the food.
That's true. Okay.
And you
Is
need
there
dresses for the people? That you need clothes on those people.
That's quite true. You do need clothes. Okay, is there any way that you should dress?
Formal.
And not in a weird way, but if it's your birthday party, you should dress however you want to.
Okay.
Formal, not too weird, and especially not bright. not too bright. But if it's somebody else dressing up like it's their birthday, do not do that.
Do not do that?
Yes, they cannot wear other people's outfits.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that should not be at a birthday party?
Oh, I got it. Party poopers, robbers, people that break in, people that steal stuff, people that are not invited.
That's true.
People who are very bad, like prison guys.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't bring people that broke in, people that want like stalkers. You don't want stalkers in your house. And you don't want people that are just straight up bullies.
That's true. Okay. Very insightful. Well, ladies, you are going to help me with this school project by adding some things that I believe are most important at a party. Party manners. Skylar, do you have any party manners for us?
Yes, I do. Do not cheat at party games.
That's definitely true. You should definitely not do that at a party.
Cheating is bad.
Mm-hmm. Kyla, do you have any?
Be grateful even if you dislike the present.
That's true. It might hurt the other person's feelings if you tell them you're not grateful for the present. So just say you like it and move on. Skylar?
Yes, ma'am. Whack the piñata, not your friend.
Yeah, that's definitely right. You should not whack your friend because it might hurt them. And Kyla, do you have one?
Yes, indeed, I do. Never open other people's gifts.
That's true. You should never open other people's gifts because then it makes it not fun for them because it's their gifts. You should let them open it. Skylar?
Yes, sirree. Keep your fingers out of the frosting and your hair.
Yeah, that can get really sticky and really gross if you put all that frosting in your hair. And you, Kyla?
Stay away from party poopers.
Mm-hmm. Party poopers can ruin the party and your mood. So it's definitely good to stay away from them. Skylar, do you have another one?
Yes, ma'am. Do not go to the party in your birthday suit.
You should definitely not go to the party in your birthday suit. It might make a lot of other people uncomfortable. Kyla, do you have one more?
Yoki dokie, artichoke. Be on time.
You should always be on time because when you're not, you can make other people wait for you and that won't make them feel good.
Yes, ma'am. I don't have any more.
Okay. Kyla, do you have any more?
Nah.
Okay, that's great. Those are some great party manners, Skylar and Kyla. Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
Now we're going to ask our actors what they like most about being in this YouTube series. Skylar, what do you like most about being in this YouTube series?
Well, I think a lot of kids and parents watch YouTube, and I watch YouTube for kids, and I feel like a lot of kids watch that, and I just want to be famous, and I want people to know me and so I think YouTube should be really awesome for other kids.
Okay. And Kyla, what do you like most about being in a YouTube series?
Well, I get to do a lot of stuff, and I get to be known for a lot of stuff. Then when I'm older, I get to look back at what I did.
That's great. Those are both awesome answers for why you like to be in a YouTube series. Okay, let's wave goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Now we are going to leave. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Bye-bye, YouTube fans. Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. I'd like to tell you a story about my friend Morgan. I had to write a story in my creative writing class. I knew I wanted her to be the heroine of the story.
That was such a great movie. I wish I had superhuman powers so I can make a difference in the world. It's not that I want to be a hero, I just want to be able to make the world a better place, and for the people around me.
Hey girlfriend, you do! You just don't realize how great of a person you are. You know, I'm your fairy god girlfriend, FTGF, and I know I'm right. Hey, I think I forgot my sweater back on the seat. I'm gonna go check. I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
Morgan falls asleep dreaming of what she wishes her life could have meaning in dreams. Morgan awakes and realizes that she is in a different land, a fairyland. She walks around and is amazed at how beautiful it is. She knows there is something different about this place and catches glimpses of little fairy heads popping up to look at her. Whenever she goes their direction, they disappear. Then she hears little cries from under a bush. It's two little fairies. One is crying and the other is holding a little green frog. Fairies can't talk, so even though she tries to communicate, no words come out. It's easy to understand though. The one little fairy has lost her little frog. Morgan knows she must help and wishes she had a fairy god girlfriend to help her. Morgan gestures to the little fairies that she will help, and they smile and hug her. They follow Morgan and look hard for the little frog with no luck. They come upon a crystal ball. Standing behind it is a beautiful feather fairy who is motioning for them to come over. Morgan is wondering, is this an evil fairy or a good fairy? The older fairies appear and give the feather fairy a hug. She must be a good fairy. The older fairies explain to her through gestures that the little frog is missing and this nice girl is helping them find him. The feather fairy greets Morgan with a bow, and Morgan returns the bow. All the fairies and Morgan are encouraged to look into the crystal ball. There they see the little frog and show excitement. Beside him is a beautiful flower, so all they have to do is find the flower. And the adventure begins. What a great adventure, but the greatest part was how Morgan felt after helping. And that's a feeling she never wants to forget.
Quote for Pirate Penelope. Follow your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Quote, the zoo lady. A true winner is a person who learns to deal and bounce back from tough times.
Quote from Brett Butler. Every now and then, without knowing about it, do something kind for someone who needs it and doesn't expect it. Things like that circle the earth in invisible ways and make this planet a better place.
Quote by Barbara Bush. Do everything the best you can, everything. The key to success is to be the best you can possibly be in every task you encounter, in every role you play. By doing this, you prepare yourself for every opportunity. Quote, Michael Jordan. Take small steps. Don't let anything trip you up. All those steps are like pieces of a puzzle. They come together to form a picture. When it's complete, you've reached your ultimate goal.
Quote from Governor from New Hampshire. Do not ever stop believing that you make a difference. You do. Do not ever stop believing that you can make the world a better place to live. You can. Do not ever stop believing that you have taught adults that our decisions affect your lives forever. You have.
Bucket Filling from A to Z. The Key to Being Happy. By Carol McLeod and Karen Butsky. Illustrated by Glenn Zimmer. All around the whole wide world, in every city and town, you'll find happy boys and girls if you only look around. They are called bucket fillers. They fill buckets every day with the good things that they do and the kind words that they say. Everyone has a bucket that's invisible to the eye. When it's full, you feel happy. When it's empty, you might cry. The key to being happy is in the choice you make. Will you fill a bucket or be mean and dip and take? Bucket filling is easy as can be. You can fill a bucket all the way from A to Z. Here are some ideas for things that you can do to make others happy and fill your bucket too.
A is for ask. Ask if you can give some help to your teacher, mom, or dad. You will be very proud, and they will be so glad.
B is for B. Be a bucket filler to your sisters and your brothers, your classmates and your teachers, your neighbors, and all others.
C is for cheer. Cheer up a friend who's feeling sad or someone with a frown. You can tell a funny joke or dress up like a clown.
D is for donate. Donate means to give away some clothing, food, or toys. Giving to a special group helps other girls and boys.
E is for excited. Excited to fill buckets, you're a bucket filling star. Day and night and always, no matter where you are.
F is for friends. Friends will keep your bucket full, have fun, or just hang out. To have a friend, be a friend, that's without a doubt.
G is for give. Give someone a big, bright smile or a little of your time. These are very welcome gifts that won't cost you a dime.
H is for heroes. Heroes look out for others. They are a shining light. They use their words to speak up when something isn't right.
I is for invite. Invite someone who's new to join in all the fun. Their buckets will be filled because of what you've done.
J is for joyful. Joyful is the feeling your grandma gives to you. When you give her a hug, she's hugging you back too.
K is for kindness. Kindness leads to happiness. It will brighten up your day. The thoughtful things you say and do will chase the blues away.
L is for listen. Listen with your eyes and ears when other people talk, while sitting in the classroom or going for a walk.
M is for make. Make a bucket filling card. Write a get well letter. Send it to a friend who's sick. They will feel much better.
N is for notice. Notice all the helpful things that other people do. Tell them that they filled your bucket and add a big thank you.
O is for offer. Offer your amazing help when Grandpa has a need with your extra pair of hands. He'll be done in twice the speed.
P is for practice. Practice is required for any skill you know. Fill a bucket every day and you'll become a pro.
Q is for quit. Quit any bucket dipping. It's very mean to do. Bucket dipping always hurts and dips your bucket too.
R is for respect. Respect is owed to everyone. It starts when you're polite, using your good manners and treating others right.
S is for smile. Smile and see what happens. Does a smile come back to you? When you fill a bucket, you are really filling too.
T is for tell. Tell your family that you love them with feelings that are true. Nothing fills a bucket more than hearing I love you.
U is for use. Use kind words when you speak. It hurts when someone dips. Take the time to stop and think before you move your lips.
V is for volunteer. Volunteer to do some work, like tidy up your room. Do it without being asked, and don't forget the broom.
W is for watch. Watch out for bucket dipping. It's a time to use your lid. It will protect your bucket from a bucket dipping kid.
X is for extra special. Extra special is the word for a bucket filling friend. The happiness they will bring you to you just never seems to end.
Y is for you. You are a bucket filler. I'm sure you could have guessed. You always keep your bucket full when you do your best.
Z is for zero. Zero means that there's nothing that you cannot work out. When you are kind to others, let's give that a shout.
By now, you must have learned this truth. There will never be an end to how you can fill buckets and be a bucket-filling friend. Be kind and be a bucket filler. Be careful not to dip. Use your lid to protect your bucket. Share these bucket-filling tips.
Let's play a game. Let's have some fun. Guess the animals one by one. They'll give you hints to help you win. Get ready, set, and let's begin.
My neck is long, my wings are short. They tell me I'm an awkward sort. And when I hear a scary sound, I hide my head deep in the ground. Perhaps you'd like to hide with me. That would be fun, don't you agree? What am I? I'm just as wide as I am tall. My ears are small, but that is all. I wade in rivers all day long. Some say I'm ugly, but they are wrong. I think that I'm a handsome chap. May I please sit down in your lap? What am I?
My yellow eyes are big and round. At night I make a hooting sound. I sleep all day high in a tree. So please try not to bother me. But if I see you home at night, then I'll stop by if that's all right. What am I?
I live where there is always snow, up north where cold winds often blow. My fur is white and very thick. I see a fish, I snag it quick. Perhaps you'll like to dine with me. I'll cook the fish, you'll make the tea. What am I?
My home is on the ocean coast, and swimming is what I like most. I have brown fur that gleams and glows, and splendid whiskers on my nose. They say I'm nice, and yes, it's true. I'll clap my flippers just for you. What am I? I'm not especially fast, you know. In fact, I'm told I'm truly slow. But I can hide inside my shell, and that I think is simply swell. I'd love to join you for a hike, but I'm too slow. Let's ride a bike. What am I?
My coat is red and silky too. I like my bushy tail, don't you? They say I'm sly, don't ask me why. I think that I'm a decent guy. Perhaps you'd like to visit me and see how charming I can be. What am I?
I live in jungles full of weeds. I like to munch on roots and seeds. If you disturb me while I rest, I might stand up and beat my chest. But I'm quite gentle, you will see. Why don't you come and play with me? What am I?
Well, that was fun, my little one. But now this guessing game is done. And since there's nothing left to do, let's snuggle up, just me and you.
Today. We have been working so hard on Pirate Penelope 2017, we thought we'd take a break and come to the zoo. Here, meet my friends.
My name is Connor. My name is Kyla.
And Beatrice wanted to come along, and she even brought her son Joseph.
I'm so excited to be here with my son Joseph.
favorite is the red fox. It is fast, smart, and it's very furry.
I really like the chameleons because they look really silly when they walk so slow and wiggle around.
Okay, hello boys and girls, moms and dads, everyone who loves butterflies. We've all heard about the issue and what is happening to the monarch butterflies, and I came here to this nursery to find out if we could do something, if you and I can do something to help the plight of the monarch butterfly. And this is Heather, and she's going to tell us some things.
Horticulturally, the monarch needs to have milkweed for it to lay its eggs. It'll lay the eggs on the milkweed. A long time ago, milkweed was growing everywhere, in fields everywhere, where today we see our corn growing, but we don't see our milkweed growing there. With this change, we still need our corn so we can eat, but we also need our monarchs because they're part of a bigger picture with bugs and insects and our birds and our deer. So we need to have the monarchs here. And in order to do that, they're gonna have to have a place where they can live, just like your house. They also have to have a place that they can hatch. And then when they hatch, they're gonna need to have food. And when they come out, they're gonna need to find colors. They're attracted to certain colors. You probably have a favorite color. It's probably yellow and red and orange. Just like the butterfly, they're attracted to those bright colors. So at your home with your garden and your parents and siblings and friends, you can do many things. You can buy a milkweed plant, and with changes in horticulture, you can buy a milkweed that doesn't grow aggressively. It doesn't spread, it doesn't seed aggressively. The butterfly will make its eggs and it will turn into what's called a chrysalis on the plant, and it will hatch, and then you'll have your butterfly. And you can actually watch this oftentimes as you see the chrysalis. You can cut it off and put it in a jar, and you can take it inside and watch it because it'll feed off of that piece. And then you can release it into your garden. But with that, you'll have to have several plants that a butterfly will be attracted to with the nectar and the colors, such as like purples with your salvia and yellows with daylilies, and then daisies, what we call our natives. Nowadays, now that people are really excited about wanting to bring the monarchs back, they have come up with a lot of gardens at schools. A lot of the schools actually have a very specific butterfly garden. So if you do a pot with butterfly weed, butterflies will find these gardens. So you don't always have to have an actual garden for your efforts.
So what you're talking about, one of the things, a lot of us have very small yards. So our option would be pots, okay?
Yep. They do have a milkweed that's an annual, which is the one for pots.
Well, this sounds great. You know, something if we all work together, I think we can make a difference. And I really appreciate you taking the time, because this is a very busy time of year for the nursery. Growing Grounds is right here helping us to help you to help solve that problem. Thanks so much, kids. Thanks, Heather.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Welcome to the 3H's performance of the Great Kapok Tree. Enjoy the show.
One man was walking into the rainforest. Most before, the forest had been alive with sounds of squawking birds and howling monkeys. They were always quiet as the creatures watched the man and wondered why it had come. The man stopped and pointed to a great kapok tree. The man took the axe he carried and struck the trunk of the tree.
Whack! Whack! Whack!
The sounds of the blows rang through the forest. The wood of the tree was very hard. The man wiped off the sweat that ran down his face and neck.
Soon the man grew tired. He sat down at the foot of the great kapok tree. Before he knew it, the heat and the hum of the forest had lulled him to sleep. A boa constrictor that lived in the tree slithered down to where the man was sleeping. He looked at the gash the axe had made. The huge snake slid very close to where the man was sleeping and hissed in his ear.
Senor, this tree is a tree of miracles. It is my home, where generations of my ancestors have lived. Do not chop it down.
3 butterflies flew near a sleeping man's ear.
Senor, our home is in this kapok tree, and we fly from tree to tree, flower to flower, collecting pollen.
In this way, we pollinate the trees and flowers throughout the rainforest.
Use your and thanks depend on one another.
A troop of monkeys scampered down from the canopy of the kapok tree. They chattered to the sleeping man.
Senor, we have seen the ways of man. You chop down one tree, then you come back for another and another. The roots of these great trees will wither and die, and there will be nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy wind comes, the soil will be washed away, and the rainforest will become a desert.
2 toucans flew down from the canopy.
Senor, you must not cut down this kapok tree. We have flown into the rainforest and seen what happens once you begin to cut down the trees.
Many people settle on the land. They set fire to clear the underbrush, and soon the forest disappears. Where once there is life and beauty that blackens and smolders, ruins remain.
A bright and small tree frog crawled along an edge in relief. In a squeaky voice, she piped the man's ear. Senor, a ruined rainforest means ruined lives. Many ruined lives. You will leave many of us homeless if we cut down this great kapok tree. A jaguar had been sleeping along a branch in the middle of the tree. Because her spotted coat blended into the dappled light, no one had noticed her. Now she leapt down and passed silently over the sleeping man and growled in his ear. Senor, the kapok tree is home to many birds and animals. If you cut down, where will I find my dinner?
2 tree porcupines swung down from branch to branch and whispered to the man.
Senor, do you know we animals and humans need all to live? Oxygen!
And senor, do you know what tree produce? Oxygen. If you cut down a forest, you would destroy that which gives us our life.
2 anteaters climbed down the great kapok tree with their babies, clinging to their backs. The unstriped anteater said to the sleeping man,
Senor, you are chopping down this tree with no thought for the future, and surely you know what happens tomorrow depends upon what you do today. The big man tells you to chop down a beautiful tree. He does not think of his own children who tomorrow must live in a world without trees.
A 3-toed sloth had begun climbing down from the canopy when the man first appeared. Only now did she reach the ground. Plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping man, she spoke in her deep and lazy voice.
Senor, how much is beauty worth? Can you live without it? If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what would you feast your eyes?
A child from the Yamunamo tribe who lived in the rainforest knelt over the sleeping man and murmured in his ear.
Senor, when you awake, please look upon us with new eyes.
The man awoke with a start. Before him stood the rainforest child, and all around him staring were the creatures who depended upon the great kapok tree. What wonders and rare animals they were! The man looked about and saw the sun streaming through the canopy. Spots of bright light glowed like jewels amidst the dark green forest. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle from the great kapok tree.
He smelled the fragrant perfumes of their flowers.
and felt the steamy mist rising from the forest floor, but he heard nothing. The animals were strangely silent.
The man stood and picked up his axe. He swung his arm back as though to strike the tree. Suddenly he stopped. He turned and looked at the animals and the child. He hesitated. Then he dropped the axe and walked out of the rainforest.
Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Please don't set fire to the trees. Everybody join the call. Please don't set fire to the trees. Never let the forest fall. Please don't set fire to the trees. Everybody join the call. Let's all work together to save the trees. For you and me, the birds and the bees, the trees give us the air we breathe. Help save the Amazon, the lungs of the earth. Help save the Amazon, the lungs of the earth. A living thing or a diamond ring, which has more worth. Help, help, help. Help save the earth. Forest, this is what we know. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Please don't set fire to the trees. Everybody join the call. Please don't set fire to the trees. Never let the forest fall. I like to see the trees so green and all the birds in the sky so clean. Please don't set fire to the trees. Please, please, please. Help save the Amazon, the lungs of the earth. Help save the Amazon, the lungs of the earth. A living or a diamond ring, which has more worth. Help, help, help. Help save the earth. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Everybody join the call. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Never let the forest fall. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Everybody join the call. Rainforest, rainforest, this is what we know. Never let the forest fall. Everybody join the call. Everybody join the call. Never let the forest fall.
Tribal people in the Australian rainforest are called the Hui-Wig men. The men grow out their hair and then shave it off to make wigs for special occasions.
There are 4 layers in the tropical rainforest. They are the forest floor, the understory, the canopy, and the emergent layer.
Scientists think that 137 different species in the rainforest are extinct every single day.
More than 30 million species of plants and animals have been found in the rainforest. Scientists think that there are 1 million insects that have not been found yet.
The rainforest has animals that have camouflage. One example is the sloth.
It has green algae that grows from its fur to blend in with the leaves.
Rainforests have a cooling effect to our climate. They absorb a huge amount of the sun's heat, which is important to our planet. Rainforests help regulate the world's climate and rainfall. 35% of the world's oxygen is produced from the trees in the rainforest. Rainforests used to cover 14% of the Earth's surface, but now due to deforestation, they only cover 6% and are continuing to disappear.
Rainforests are being destroyed for the wood of the trees and for the land they grow on. People are making farms and build on the land where the rainforest once stood. Another adaptation is a beak of a parrot that allows them to break open a nut other animals can't break open.
Onomatopoeia is a word that is pronounced in a similar way to the way it sounds. Onomatopoeia is spelled
Onomatopoeia. Trees are cut down and sometimes they are burned down as well. Once the trees are cut down, the soil will be good for only 2 to 3 years, and then the soil will wash away and become a desert. Fruits come from the rainforest, including chocolate, cinnamon, vanilla, and 80% of the fruits and vegetables. Rubber and different medicines also come from the rainforest trees and plants.
Bamboo plants can go up to 9 inches each day in the rainforest.
It can take 10 minutes for a flying raindrop to travel to the thick canopy of the rainforest and make it to the forest floor. Tropical rainforests are located along the equator in 4 different continents: South America, Asia, Australia, and Africa.
80% of the flowers from Australian rainforests are not found anywhere else in the world.
25% of ingredients in modern medicines come from rainforest plants.
Some rainforest trees in the emergent layer can grow up to be 270 feet tall. This would be 21 stories high if we were in a building.
Some animals have the opposite of camouflage. Some tree frogs have bright spots that warn other animals that they are poisonous, so they're mostly left alone.
The largest rainforest in the world is called the Amazon rainforest. It is located in South America, and if it were a country, it would be the 9th biggest country in the world.
To be considered a tropical rainforest, it has to be a wooded area and it has to rain a minimum of 75 inches, but it usually rains more.
1, 2, 3.
Hi kids, Pirate Penelope here. I am so excited for you to see Pirate Penelope and Friends 2017. The talent and I, and Michael, the videographer, have been working so hard to present Pirate Penelope 2017 to you on YouTube. There are many, many parts of our show that work well into your life. It's not easy being a boy or a girl. It's not easy being a boy or a girl that are 30 or 4, 5, or 34, or 105. And I hope that the segments that we have will help you to become the best person that you can be. And that's easy if you can think about other people before you think about yourself. If you'd like to be part of our show for 2018, please, you can email me, and we'll have an email at the end of this segment. Or what I'd really like is for you to write me a letter and tell me what parts of our show you like the best. I want you to remember this term. It's called ILAC. I am lovable and capable. That's you, because you care about people and the way they feel. So, see you aboard my pirate ship.
Pirate Penelope sailed the sea on her friendship, integrity.